Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick video going over this. So the last couple weeks I've been posting a bunch of posts about different aspects of music theory, and to understand this diagram you kind of have to have a little bit of a grasp on all of the different things that I touched on. If we look at this diagram, which is basically it's a diagram showing how you can build the different diatonic chords in this case a major key, and we're using C major as kind of the example here. So C major has a scale degree pattern of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So we'd have C, D, E, F, G, A, and B, right? So it's the same as the Ionian. So the Ionian mode is the first mode of the major scale. So over here we have a Roman numeral 1, and it's a capital because the first chord of the C major scale is a major chord. Whereas down here we have a lowercase 2 because the second chord is a minor chord. The 3 is also a minor chord. Capital 4 because it's a major chord. Capital 5 because it's a major chord. Lowercase 6 because it's a minor chord. And a lowercase with the diminished symbol because we have a diminished chord. So this column here, this is where all of the modes are, right? So the modes of the major scale start with Ionian. The second is Dorian, then Phrygian, then Lydian, then Mixolydian, then Aeolian, then Locrian. So with all of these modes, you're playing all the same notes of the scale in order, except you're starting on a different note, right? So this is the major scale, but you're starting on C. Dorian, you're starting on D, right? So you're still playing all 7 notes. You're just starting on D and going up to D, right? To complete the scale. In Phrygian, you're starting on E, and you're playing all the notes of the C major scale. You're just starting on E. In Lydian, you're starting on F. In Mixolydian, you're starting on G. In Aeolian, you're starting on A. And Locrian, you're starting on B. Now, the reason that these numbers change is because the difference between the first and third scale degree. So a scale degree is, so this is the 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, right? The difference between this is from between 1 and 2 is a major second. The difference between 1 and 3 is a major third, right? The difference between 1 and 4 is a perfect fourth, right? Well, if you come down here, you see 1, 2, flat 3. Well, that's because the difference between the D in this case and the F is a minor third. It's a flat third. So if we come down to Phrygian, so E and F are side by side. That interval between E and F is a flat 2. It's a minor second, right? The distance between G and E is a flat third or a minor third. The distance between A and E is a perfect fourth. So let's go back up to C here. So if we look here, we have 1 and 5, and you could have the 8 there, which is just the octave. It's just another C. That's how we get our C5. We have the 1, the 3, the 5. That's how we get our C major. We have the 1, the 2, and the 5 is how we get our C sus2. The 1, the 4, and the 5 is how we get our C sus4. The 1, 3, 5, and 6 is how we get our C major 6. The 1, 2, 5, and 6 is how we get our C sus2 or C6 sus2. The 1, the 4, the 5, and the 6 gives us our C sus4. Our 1, 3, 5, and 7 gives us a C major 7. Our 1, 2, 5, and 7 gives us our C major 7 sus2. Our 1, 4, 5, and 7 gives us our C major sus4. And then if we look here, the 2, the 4, and the 6 are all natural. So if we were to add chord extensions, like let's say we were to do a major 13 or a major 9 or something like that, we know that the 9, the 11, and the 13 are all natural because they're all natural. The 2, the 4, and the 6 are all natural here. Here we have in the Dorian here, so we're looking at D as the root of the chord. So the D and F and A. So we have a 1, a flat 3, and a 5 makes a minor chord, right? And then this flat 7 makes, when we make a 7th chord, it makes us a D minor 7. It's a minor 7, right? Um, Phrygian, let's look at Phrygian. Phrygian's going to be interesting because we have the flat 2 here, as well as the flat 3, flat 6, and flat 7. So we can make a minor chord, right, with the 1, the flat 3, and the 5. We can make what's called the Phrygian modal chord, which is a 1, a flat 2, and a 5. It's the E sus flat 2 in this case. So I'm going to skip the rest because I've already shown you how to build all these up here. But let's look at the flat 2, the 4, and the flat 6. So now we're going to have possible extensions of a flat 9, an 11, and a flat 13. If we look at Lydian here, we have a sharp 4. So 1, 3, 5, we're going to get a major, right? But when we do the 1 sharp 4, 5, this is the Lydian modal chord. In this case, it's an F sus sharp 4. And then if we look at the extensions, 2 sharp 4, 6 are going to make 9 sharp 11, 13. If we come down to Mixolydian, the reason that this is a dominant chord is because you basically have a major scale except a flat 7, right? It's basically the same as Ionian but with a flat 7. So we're going to have a major chord, 1, 3, 5, but when we throw a 7 on there, it's a flat 7. So we have a major chord with a minor 7, which we call that a dominant 7th, right? So we end up with a G7. Not a G major 7, not a G minor 7, it's a G7. And then the 2, 4, 6 are natural, so we have a 9, 11, 13 over here. The rest on this is the same as what we did up on C. Aeolian, which is the natural minor scale. We have 1 flat 3, 5, so we got a minor chord. So we have a flat 6 here, a 2, and a 4. So down here we're going to have 9, 11, and a flat 13 because of that flat 6. Locrian, this is where we get our diminished chord, right? So we have 1, flat 3, and flat 5. So that's a diminished chord. It's a minor chord with a flattened or lowered 5th. And then the B minor 7 flat 5 is basically just the diminished, but you're adding a minor 7, right? So it's a B minor 7, but it has a flat 5. So because we have a flat 2, a natural 4, and a flat 6, we have a flat 9, 11, and flat 13 as our possible chord extensions. If we look at the A minor, so the A minor is the relative minor to C major. So all of these chords are the exact same. The difference is that we're starting on the Aeolian, so we're starting on the A, right? So here's the Ionian. If you look here, we got C, D, E, F, G, just like it was when this was in the first position. So these shift because the natural minor has a scale degree pattern of 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7. So we're starting with a minor chord because it's Aeolian. Second is it's a lower case with the diminished symbol because it's Locrian. It creates a diminished chord. Um, but then we have the flat three, and it's a major chord, but it's a major chord built on sorry, not E flat. That would be if we were in C. It's built on built on C. Um, then the four is a minor chord. The five in this case is a minor chord. Um, and then we have a flat six and a flat seven, which are both major chords. Um, yeah, there's really not any difference other than the tonal center of of the two keys. So in both diagrams, they're both showing the exact same chords. It's just being displayed here in a different order. You're basically taking, in the other one, you take the 5 and 7 and shift them up to the 1 and 2. And the 1 would become the 3, right? And it just gets shifted down. Um, anyway, I hope that's helpful, guys. I'm glad I didn't put up my diagrams for harmonic major or harmonic minor, because that's when it gets really confusing, because you have things like, you know, a Lydian sharp 2, or like a Lydian augmented sharp 2 or flat 3, or you know what I mean. You get all these weird modes where they're altered modes, basically. You know, they might have a double flat 7, or you know, some notes like, you know, it could be a Locrian natural 5 or something, and so this 5 wouldn't be flat anymore, right? Every time you alter the note of a scale to create a different scale, you're going to see these numbers shifting, and so the names of these will shift as well. Anyway, hope that helps.